pork goulash today. It's a Slimming World version. I'll put the recipe in the description bar below. I just thought I'd film a little bit and show you the process of making it, and I'll talk you through what I'm going to use, but I will put all the ingredients in the description bar so you don't have to write it down. So I'm going to start off by using some salt and pepper. This is the pork that I bought. I'm going to trim all of this visible fat off because I am on Slimming World. I use some fry light and some tomato puree. I use some very lazy garlic and easy chili. I need some fennel seeds. It does call for some fresh parsley, but I haven't got any, so I'm just going to use dried parsley, bay leaves, sweet smoked paprika. I've got a traffic light of peppers here, so I've got an orange one, a red one and a yellow one. 2 stalks of celery. I'm going to use 2 chicken stock pots. I checked and they're free on Slimming World. It calls for 2 cans of chopped tomatoes, but I like to use, or last time I used, a can of chopped tomatoes and some passata, and that worked well for me, so I'm just going to do the same thing again. So there are all the ingredients, and I'll show you how I make it. The first thing I do is I get my slow cooker or crock pot, whatever you call it, on to warm up. This is a James Martin for While one. I think it's a 6-litre one, and this is the one I'm going to be using. So it's got nothing in it, but while I'm chopping and getting other bits ready, I will just warm this up. I hope you can hear me okay. I have got the tumble dryer on. I will try and speak up a little bit. As you can see, I've diced up my vegetables, so they're the peppers and the celery and the red onion. You could now put this straight into the slow cooker, but I just like to fry mine off and soften it down a little bit. It's an unnecessary step. You don't have to, but that's what I'm going to do next. How gorgeous does that look? They say that you ought to eat the rainbow, and that looks so appetizing. So I'm just starting to fry this off. Sorry, now I've got something frying and the tumble dryer on, so apologies for the noise distraction. Just a little tip, if you are on Slimming World, I've added some fry light to the bottom of the pan. I'm usually a big one for cooking in olive oil and butter, but if you feel like you need to add some more fry light, I mean, of course you can. But what I tend to do is just add a splash of water, and that has the same effect, and also, you know, it keeps your calories down. So just a tiny tip there. Just open these pork steaks up, and I thought I'd show you them. Obviously, if you're just having this as a meal, you can put them in as they are. But for me, I'm going to have to take all this fat off for Slimming World purposes, so I'm just going to do that now. As you can see here, I've actually charred down some of my peppers. I quite like that smoky taste that it gives. You don't have to do that. As I said before, you can put this straight in the slow cooker, but this is what I like to do. Here's what I've taken off of the pork chopped things, and this is what I'm left with. So I'm now going to pop that straight into the slow cooker. My slow cooker's on, as I showed you earlier. I've got mine on high at the moment. I've just put some salt and pepper in the base because I'm going to start to lay my pork in. I've now got the kettle on as well as the tumble dryer, so you can tell I don't do cooking videos for the main thing of my channel. Not very good, but yeah, it just saves me putting salt and pepper on both sides of the pork. I'm just going to lay it on the base here now. Okay, so there's the pork in the base of the slow cooker, and it's got salt and pepper on both sides. Just popped my spices in, so we've got the paprika, there's 4 tablespoons there, 2 bay leaves, some lazy chilli, lazy garlic. I've put in some parsley. I put a tablespoon of parsley in because I didn't have fresh. And this over here, is my finger gone? That over here is a tablespoon of fennel. Now I'm going to put in the rest of the ingredients. So there we have everything in, not a great deal to see. I gave it a stir, but I only stirred like the vegetables, so the pork that I laid out on the bottom is still flat on the bottom, and I will leave that there for a good probably 4 hours before I give it another stir. Like I have said previously, when you've got a slow cooker, don't be tempted to keep lifting the lid and stirring it, just let it be, because it's detrimental to the cooking process if you do keep taking the lid off. So yeah, I'm going to pop the lid on now and leave it for at least 4 hours on high. I'm probably going to cook this for 6 or 7 hours, but I'm going to leave it for 4 hours before I disturb the pork on the bottom. So it's much later in the day now. It's gone 6 o'clock and I kind of left the slow cooker on. I forgot about it. You can see there's some pork here. If you look, I'm just touching it with the spoon and it's falling apart. And those are quite cheap pork, not even fillets, pork steaks that I bought. So I'm going to break those up. I'm not going to shred them, but I am just going to break them up so that, oh, there's another one there, so that there's kind of pork in every dish. I probably turn this into maybe 5 meals. I tend to have it with a jacket potato. You can see at the back there where it's reduced down a little bit, and that's made the sauce nice and thick. Let me see if I can show you. The sauce is nice and thick now. And this is the second time I've made this, and it is lovely with a jacket potato. So I'm going to portion this up. It freezes well. I just get it out the night before I want to take it to work for lunch. I use those McCain jacket potatoes that are only 4 minutes in the microwave, so it's perfect for lunch. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. Just wanted to show you the end result. I probably won't be able to take a photo of a meal because I'm not having it as a meal until I'm at work, so there you go. There we go. As predicted, I got 5 servings worth out of that goulash, pork goulash meal. I didn't weigh them. They're still really hot at the moment. I just put them in a bag because I find that it's easier to store them in my freezer. I'm going to have to let those cool down because they're really hot at the moment. I didn't weigh them in. There's pretty much the same in every one. It ended up with me using my ladle, and it came out at 2.5 ladles per bag, and that's plenty for a lunch. Thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this, and leave me a comment. I don't usually do very many cooking videos, so if you did like it, please let me know and I'll think about doing some more. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.